this episode, we explore an abandoned radio station.
The station first aired in 1966, starting out as a middle-of-the-road music and information station.
In the 80s, the station switched to a country music format.
One day, they decided to move locations and leave everything behind, including all of their equipment and records. Now let's start our exploration and see what is left inside.
Go around back and check out these satellites. They're huge. Now these antennas like this one, they're probably actively used and have nothing to do with this. They're using the property around the abandoned radio station. Two of them right there. On the backside of the station. That thing is tall.
Yeah.
High level radio. This is so cool.
We used to have a really big one like that in my backyard in the 90s.
That big?
Yeah, like that big. I don't know why, but we did. It was black.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's a smaller one right here. That one looks more modern. It's so cool how these things work. Now we're not gonna mess with any of this stuff. As I said earlier, it seems like it's actively used for antennas, but not these dishes. Just these tall antennas. I guess they overheat easily. You got an AC running. We just got inside. As of now, this place looks pretty decent. There is a bunch of decay, but let's see what we can find. Now off to the left, we'll see some records. I don't recognize any of these artists, but James Felix, Becky Fender, Fourth Watch, the English band, What You Need, 1985, Brian Duncan or Ducan, hi Duncan. And some more over here. Pretty cool. Coming this way, got some old ACs right over here. And then I don't know if there's anything in these things, but let's see. McDonald's flag. Huh. I guess there was a McDonald's flag in here at one point. Looks like an animal. Got into this one. Some mouse poop. This one's jammed. I don't know what it went down here. Probably records.
Those are files.
Yeah, yeah. Ruler. Nothing much in these things. There's some hardware stuff over there. Probably when they were changing the locks and whatnot. Now over here, this must have been the person who would take the phone calls and handle all the paperwork and whatnot. I can't tell what these things are. But if you know what they are, drop it in the comments, because, yeah. I don't know. Got a little stamp here. It's all dried up. No year. Oh wait, 1989. 1987, 1988, so late 1980s and whatnot. Some paperwork. Nothing special, looks like it's about like the radios and some more paperwork. Here's the radio's like channel. But there's a bunch of different channels on everything we see, so that's cool. Look, KISS 101.7 FM. Maybe that's their main name. We got a cool picture over here. I don't know where this is. Some yachts and stuff. Some more documents. Tower damage info. Tower structural and newspaper clippings. Just random stuff. VHS. I don't know what this is. Maybe it'll like it's for CDs and stuff. This would have been their little kitchen. Fridge. The fridge looks kind of old. Should I open it?
Sure.
It's empty. Come on. Empty. Oh, the freezer part is empty. Now let's see what's in the fridge. Oh, empty. Over here we got a sink with a bunch of water in it and parts of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Looks nasty. Of course these don't open. There's nothing in them. Okay. Now this garbage can. It also says like their radio station name. Can't tell what this room was. Probably some sort of closet. There's just more paperwork and machinery in here. It's like a weather magnet. AccuWeather. Wind chill chart. And a bunch of paper. Now this room's pretty cool. We named this one the Christmas room. They had a lot of Christmas decorations, and this is where they are. Bunch of Christmas records. Here's one. Is that one Star Wars? I think that one's Star Wars. Look at that. How would they have like, what type of songs would be on there?
I don't know. It
That's
says
weird.
featuring the original cast R2D2.
Wow.
Anthony Daniels at C3PO.
That's cool. We got a little Christmas tree there. It's not like there's animals in the ceiling and stuff. This thing looks cool. Some little markers on them. Christmas time. Santa got a DWI. They sure did love their Christmas stuff. Here's a little Walkman radio. Gotta make sure I don't step on these ornaments. Yeah, there's a lot of damage in this place. I can't tell if that's like mold or like from fire damage. It's a cool little picture here. The Lord is my shepherd. There's also a lot of religious things in here. Most of the records we've seen already are like gospel and stuff like that. This is going to be another closet. Yep, I guess this is... Oh look, there's a safe. Let's see if it opens. No. Imagine there's like stuff inside of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is probably where they'll hang their coats and stuff. Nothing much. There's another little tag right there that says McDonald's flag. I don't know what's the deal with that. Maybe they sold McDonald's flags. Okay, and I guess this is the main office. Probably where the person in charge of the whole place would do all his important stuff. There's a dead bird right here. That's nasty.
Poor guy.
He probably couldn't get out. Now there's a window open. An old computer monitor. It's pretty old. There's some pencils. Nothing related to a radio station. A bunch of paperwork. That's all you see in this place is radio related paperwork. But I see that name again there. KISS 101. Okay, let's see what else is in this place. That door just leads out to the other side of the wall where we're going anyway.
Alright, so let's go to the side now where they did their recordings and stuff like that. You can already see through the window here that some records are kind of leaning up on the window. So
there's a cool sticker right here. There's those records.
the hallway looks like it's in okay shape. But this room has everything left behind. It's really surprising, honestly, that all this is left behind, considering like all the other rooms, like you just saw, kind of just opposite and don't have really much of anything. But everything as far as records, anything they needed for the radio station, I guess they left behind. They probably just took the important stuff and kind of just,
yeah,
you know, got rid of this stuff. But it's actually really cool to see, because I've never seen in person how these places would look. I've always wondered. But there was probably some more machinery in this thing, I can imagine. They probably took it out
to reuse stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine they probably packed the important stuff up and restarted a new location, or maybe they just went downhill. I'm not really too sure about that, but everything's old, as you could tell. I mean, you're still going off CDs and records, and everything is digital nowadays, but don't quote me on that. I don't know, but I would assume that we've moved on from records and certain other things like cassettes, which you haven't seen cassettes yet, but it definitely looks like certain things take cassettes, but definitely on the older side. So like this takes cassettes. So I guess this is definitely an older radio station. If anybody works for a radio station or knows how radio stations are nowadays, comment, let us know, because I would love to know how it works. But yeah, I can't imagine they're using these things still.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could go all day looking at different records and stuff like that. I mean, some of them are more eye-catching than others. Like there's a lot of Christmas stuff, just like in the other room. I guess they were really big on Christmas for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but I mean, there's everything that you could think of they have in here. And I guess records kind of stay in good shape. They don't really decay like other things, so...
Unless they're cracked in half or something.
Yeah, it seems like all these things are actually in pretty decent shape, even though the ceilings are coming down and becoming gross on things. They last. And I mean, everything in here is going to be okay too. Like these, I'm assuming, yeah, they're full of CDs. I mean, everything you could think of, but again, you could definitely tell that it's like old music. Not old, but not current type music, you know? It's not your typical hip-hop and stuff like that you would hear nowadays. And all these CDs look like they're from an older age. So, very interesting. I mean, you can see back here, this thing is loaded with records. I can't even believe that all this is still here, but it's pretty much like a record store.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, like, religious and Christmas records.
And it seems like that was just 3 of the same Jimmy guys, so they probably... Like, again, Christmas. It's a lot of Christmas, man. But they probably, like, had these alphabetically ordered. Yes. M, N, O, P. Yeah, they definitely tried to, I guess you would have to. You would have to know exactly what you want to pull out and what you want to worship songs. A lot of that. But there's tons. You can go forever looking at this stuff. But I'm seeing some... years up here of 1990, 1989, 1993. These are all 90s, 89, 90. So again, we're seeing a lot of 80s and 90s stuff. So definitely an older radio station. But this room is definitely the best room. This is really cool to see, and I'm so glad that everything is still here. Now, behind this door, you notice are the like tinier ones, which I guess they just didn't have as many songs on them.
Yeah. And
these seem to be a little bit more like specifically
Trojan's Bible Hour
labeled. Yeah, a lot of religious stuff.
And that's Epic. That's a popular label.
It is 1985. So yeah, definitely
Warner Bros.
Age. Yeah, you're right. That's actually a pretty cool color. It's like red.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are 1986.
Now, if you see down here, you see like Atlantic, Epic, Capitol. Those are all like popular record labels.
There's one left in Mercury.
Columbia.
Me and You by Donna Fargo. You guys are going to have to educate me on this music, because this is not my genre. I unfortunately don't know of any of these artists, but I would love to know about them. So, I mean, yeah, this place is full. You have every type of thing that you need in here. It's pretty cool. so let's move on. Let's go to the other side. This must have been their technical area, you know, for whatever machines they needed to get everything to the stuff that we just showed you outside. I'm not really sure how it works, but I mean, like power, something about kilowatts, transmitter, AM transmitter, air monitor main, something about currents and stuff like that. So looks like they just left the shell and then kept that stuff in here. Yeah, so I wonder what this went to. Okay, it looks like this is a similar room to this one, except it had a worse fate. Clearly, this is really gross. The ceiling, everything has become a wet mush. You can even see the stain in the carpet of the wetness, like kind of just still like seeping from everywhere. Mold. Pretty gross. So I'm glad at least that side's okay. This side didn't make it for whatever reason. I just realized as I was talking about this, this has some stuff saying like the state police in the area, FM transmitter, the generating station. So that's interesting. Now let's check out these last two rooms. This room doesn't seem like there's much in it. It probably was just another office type room. Yeah, file cabinet. And that's really it. Some bees' nests, actually.
Hornets.
Hornets. You can see it right here. They're like all over. There's one there, one there, one there. They're like everywhere. So we've been hearing them in like the windows trying to get out.
Oh, they're right there. If you
And
lift that shade, you'll see all of them.
oh my god, I hate bees. I'm the type to like blow up from a bee sting, so we don't want that today. But we got a map of America. Classic map. And this seems like a emergency siren sticker. So I think maybe they get tornadoes out. I'm not sure what it's for. I think we did some research before. They get about 2 tornadoes a year out here. So I don't know if this is specific to tornadoes, if this is also just for hurricanes or any type of emergency. Where we live, we don't have this, so that's pretty cool to see. Maybe they even helped, like, you know, stream some of that information out. I'm not really sure if it came from a specific source or if it came because it's like saying like a bunch of different like radio stations. So maybe they also did that because in the second half of their business time frame, they did a lot of talk and music, so talk show stuff. So maybe they did informational news and stuff like that too. But
let me take a peek at the hornets real quick.
yeah, go take a look without dying.
There's
Look at
a
the other
little
room.
nest.
You can see them too. There's the
Oh,
bird.
the birdie!
Oh my god.
Come here.
scared
We'll
the
let you
crap
out.
out of me,
We'll let
birdie.
you out. Oh.
We'll help you.
Aw.
Oh, don't
Pick
hit
'em up.
the wall. Buddy. He went in there.
Oh, man.
Well, we'll leave a window open for him to get out.
Maybe this one. It's already broken. We just gotta put up the shade.
It is open.
But he can't fit through there.
It's the shade. You're right. Like, yeah, he'll find his way out, and that can be put back up. It's not destroyed. Aw.
Now, we're not the first nor the last to visit this place. So if anything looks stage, as you say, it probably is. Not stage, but people take pictures of things, you know? They might put that record on the table because it was on the floor just for a picture. That doesn't change the fact that everything in here is from here.
Yeah.
Everything that you see in this place wasn't brought here or anything just because it's on a table or it looks photogenic. That's just what we do.
Well, and a lot of times people, well, explorers like us, they'll do what's called reverse vandalism. If they come in and see like local kids have clearly smashed things and they need to be put back to where they were before, sometimes that'll happen. So that's a lot of the case because we don't want to see it vandalized and trashed. We want to bring it back to its former glory. So that's another reason.
And you got to remember, we're also photographers. We're not just videotaping these places.
Yes.
So we take some cool pictures. So make sure you check those things out on our Instagrams.
Alright, so another one of those big tower things. It says operating instructions on it. It probably just had tons of whatever stuff to play music of some sort. But this got a little bit decayed, but it's still got some stuff in here. We got some CDs over here. High School Rock. 1998. Yeah, definitely 80s. 80s looking hairdos and stuff. But the table is at least holding up, but this looks like some kind of cool, like, turntable thing. I don't know what it would have done, but I guess I would have just played the records here and maybe it connect to this machinery, and then that's how it went. Like, I'm not really sure. So.
Say something right there, too. That little label. Little label.
Guest studio, microphone channel 2, number 4. So, I guess people came in and also maybe came as like a guest, like on the talk shows or had their music play or whatever. But I just realized it has something written on it. Drawn to Light, Paul Clark. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, guys. But let us know who Paul Clark is. He's probably a famous person I'm just not aware of. I wonder what this...
Probably for temperature.
Yeah, minimum heat. Alright, yeah, this is just like a really, really, really old thermostat. Now back here, we got some stuff again. Surprisingly, this whole thing is full. I guess this is their whole CD section. Lots of CD stuff. Again, more religious stuff. It says One Way Jesus on there. But I'm surprised it's even standing up because this is getting really gross. You can see even like the cardboard material.
Warping.
It's just warping and falling apart. You even have like grass growing up here.
That's funny.
It's like literally like growing its own, like it's becoming a terrarium basically.
You gotta watch our heads too.
Yeah, this is falling apart. The walls, I don't know if this is normal for walls to be attached like this, but like they're like just on those corkboardy type things. Like that didn't take long. Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, it's on its way out. So I guess, I don't know how much longer that's gonna last.
I don't think this place would last that long.
No, it's clearly really decayed and stuff. But these are holding up for the most part. It's starting to warp. You can see the warp here, but we've still got tons of records. And like I said, we can go through this for hours, but we can't. That would take forever. But pretty cool to see. There's a lot of stuff. I'll pull out like one or two.
Yeah.
I have no idea who this lady is.
If you do, let us know.
These are all stuck together.
Yeah.
Let me try to get one that's not stuck together. Joe English. Dave Edwards. I need to update myself on old music. I can't even read that. Tammy Gundon? Yeah, so there's tons of stuff here. It's a shame, actually. That has something written on it. All these songs are good for play. Whatever that means. That's actually a cool album cover, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Cloudburst. Pretty cool. I'm glad it's all holding up. I wonder what this, the thing just fell on it before.
Is that an autograph?
I don't know. It's kind of gross, guys. I'm going to touch it. I will sanitize my hands after. Do not worry. It looks like it's got a signature on it, but I don't know if it's a real signature.
That's so cool.
Wow, there's like a CD in it. Moldy, but
cool.
Completed CD. Anybody know this artist? Let us know.
Kai?
Wes King. 1995. That's actually a cool, like, little CD holder thing. Put that back where it came from. Always got to do that. So yeah, that seems like that's the entirety of this place. Doesn't seem like there's way too much more to look at, but overall, that's pretty cool. So let's check out the other room and we'll talk to you guys there.
Over here is just the back door that will lead out to the satellite dishes. Some restrooms. Still has a decent amount of toilet paper. Cool sink. Let's see if the water runs. Nope. There's a weird looking bug in there. Looks like a huge, like, ladybug sort of thing, but it's a different color. Yeah, it's in the sink. I don't know what that is. This must keep clothes. Probably like stored things in here. Okay, some more machinery. Oh, this must have been the men's bathroom. This one's a little more decayed. That's cool.
Alright guys, we're all done exploring this cool abandoned radio station. I think this is the first one we've ever...
We've seen another one inside the abandoned college.
That's true.
So, but this is the first actual, like, building.
By itself,
Yeah.
with a tower outside, radio station. Pretty cool. Surprised that all this is left behind.
Yeah.
Didn't know how much we'd find in here, but I love seeing all the records, the CDs, all that good stuff. So, of course, make sure to subscribe and like if you haven't already for more videos. Check us out on all of our social media accounts. Facebook is Urbax Vibes, Oxize93, RealZek, and Urbax Vibes for Instagram, and for TikTok, RealZek and Oxize93. And that's pretty much it. So, we'll see you on the next Explore.